You remember every lyric from a song you haven't heard in 3 years. You remember the exact face of someone who embarrassed you in 7th grade. You remember a random joke your friend told at lunch 2 weeks ago. But yesterday's biology chapter? Gone. The formula you studied for 2 hours? Vanished. The notes you highlighted in 3 different colors? Forgotten like they never existed. So here's the real question. Is your brain broken? No. It's working exactly as designed. And once you understand why, studying will never feel the same again. Your brain doesn't store everything equally. It never did. So your brain developed a brutal filtering system. One simple rule. If it feels important, keep it. If it doesn't, delete it. And right now, your brain has decided that your textbook is about as important as a stranger's grocery list. The question isn't how to force your brain to remember. The question is how to make your brain believe this information matters. That's the entire game. 1. Emotion is the original highlighter. You remember the embarrassing moment from 7th grade because your brain flooded with emotion in that second. Cortisol, adrenaline, intensity. Your brain basically stamped it. Important. Keep forever. The biology chapter had none of that. You read it half awake, slightly bored, passively moving your eyes across a page. Your brain filed it under temporary, gone within 24 hours. This means boredom isn't just uncomfortable, it's biologically destructive to memory. A brain that doesn't care cannot encode deeply. So before you open your notes, stop asking what you need to study. Start asking how to make your brain care about it. Create stakes, set a timer, teach it out loud like you're explaining it to someone who needs it urgently. Dramatize it, make it feel like something. Because emotion is not a distraction from studying, it's the engine of it. 2. Your brain remembers stories, not sentences. Song lyrics stick because they follow a pattern, melody, rhythm, repetition, meaning. Your brain loves structure it can predict and complete. Random isolated facts have none of that. They have no hooks, no story, no connection to anything your brain already cares about. So they fall through. The fix isn't to repeat the fact more times. The fix is to build a story around it. Turn ATP into a battery pack running a tiny factory. Turn the mitochondria into a power plant inside a city. Turn historical dates into moments happening to real people making desperate choices. When information becomes a narrative, your brain stops treating it like data and starts treating it like experience. 3. The struggle is the point. Here's what nobody tells you. The moment studying feels hard, most students stop. They reread, they highlight, they watch another explanation video. They do anything except the one thing that actually builds memory. Struggling to remember. Neuroscience calls this the retrieval effect. Your brain strengthens a memory not when it receives information, but when it fights to pull it back out. The harder the retrieval feels, the stronger the memory becomes afterward. This is why recognition and recall are completely different things. Reading your notes and thinking it looks familiar is not memory. Closing your notes and forcing your brain to reconstruct the information from scratch, that's memory. So here's the shift. After every study session, close everything, take a blank page, write every single thing you remember. Messy, incomplete, wrong in places, it doesn't matter. The struggle is the point. Your brain is not failing when retrieval feels difficult, it's adapting. And every time you drag information back out, the pathway becomes faster, stronger, and harder to lose. 4. Your brain marks survival information differently. Think about why you remember the song from 3 years ago. You heard it repeatedly, in emotional moments, connected to people and places you cared about. Your brain associated it with something that felt real and alive. Now, think about how you study. 1 session, passive reading, 0 emotional connection, no repetition over time, no association to anything meaningful. You're asking your brain to remember something it only saw once in a low-stakes environment with minimal attention. That's not a memory. That's a glance. Real memory requires repetition spaced over time. Day 1, learn it. Day 2, retrieve it. Day 4, retrieve it again. Day 7, again. Each time the review gets shorter, each time the memory gets stronger. You're not cramming. You're training your brain to classify this information as long-term, as survival-level important. 5. Context is silently controlling your recall. Here's something strange. Your brain doesn't just store information, it stores the environment around the information. The sounds, the smells, the emotional state you were in when you learned it. This is called context-dependent memory, and it explains why students sometimes blank during exams, even when they studied hard. The classroom feels different from the bedroom. The pressure feels different from the calm. The context shifted, and the memory couldn't follow.